Today was a big day for high school basketball on the North Coast as Big 5 and Little 4 teams learned their playoff fate on this selection Sunday. Fans filled up these seats to watch him perform. Coaches remember the kind of person Dominique was off the field. With 30 miles of hard snow to get through, this is one race that's better left to man's best friend. We kick off sports today on the Diamond, where the HSU ladies softball team was hoping that a one-day rain delay wouldn't cool off their hot bats. With over 4 decades of experience, Coach Maras hopes his impact extends beyond the mat and into the personal lives of his athletes. It was a nice day in Humboldt County. It was a busy day in Humboldt County for athletes of all ages, actually. I'm Cameron Cramer, and I'm taking the plunge. Staying on the subject of guys basketball, but heading north to Arcata, where the HSU men were looking to close out this February homestand with a perfect record. They're welcoming Cal State LA to Lumberjack Arena. The Eagles are just 2 games behind first place HSU. Humboldt fans loud and proud cheering on the home team. And Jacks feeding off that noise early on. Kyle Baxter, there's the dribble, here's the drive, 2 of his 12 points. HSU is up 6-4. More Jacks seniors driving hard. This time it's Randy Hunter putting Humboldt up by 3. Hunter would save his best stuff for later, though. Just wait. HSU making it a point to attack the basket off the Brandon Sperling miss. It's Darren Turpin with the tip-in. He had 7. That gives the Jacks a 7-point lead. And then the Randy Hunter show would take over. I'm just going to get out of the way and let the Jacks faithful make the call. But Hunter not done running show off the Kyle Baxter full court bomb. Number 21 gets the hoop and the harm. He finished with 13 points, and the Jacks take home a 74-55 victory. It all came down to today for the Lumberjacks softball team. After dropping a pair of games yesterday, the Lady Jacks had extra motivation to win it today. It was senior day, and nothing would make the 5 seniors on the team happier than going away with a W in HSU's final homestand of the year. Kirsten Nazovsky, Sammy Gilbert, Alicia Reed, Felicia Vivieros, and Allie Blennis all honored before the game. Giving the News Channel 3 camera one final wave, the Jacks would get off once more to a quick start. In the first, Courtney Hyatt connects with a shot down the left field line. Alicia Reed scores to put HSU up 1-0 early on. Defense looking good too. Senior Allie Blennis with a picture-perfect pickoff that pins the Pioneers runner at second. Tied up at 1 in the third, HSU's bats would come alive. Tanya Walker to left field. Kirsten Nazovsky comes home, and the one they called T-Money stays at first. Same inning, same story. Felicia Vivieros with a shot to center field. That scores 2 runs. Vivieros' brother, a proud sibling, and the green and gold go up 4-1. But it wouldn't last. Former Ferndale Wildcat Mishka Hammer hits a grounder to the pitcher, but is able to avoid the tag and is called safe. Coach Cheek comes out to argue, but he's wasting his breath. The call stands, and HSU goes down 8-11. Tyler Wood was born with a basketball in his hand.
As young as I could possibly play, I remember playing in Crescent City, and that's where it all started, really.
Like any ball player, over the years he's battled through pain, rolled ankles, jammed fingers, but nothing like what he's battled this year. Testicular cancer.
He came to me and said that he had cancer. I just broke down. I didn't know what to say, so it was just kind of emotional.
I thought, his favorite sport would be over with. He'd be just, at his house every day. I really felt bad for him at that point.
But Tyler didn't dwell on his misfortune.
It's one of those things you don't think will happen to you, and then it obviously did. And one of the first things I did was went and talked to Coach Young and just let him know that I'm going to try my best to be in the season.
In the midst of fear and uncertainty, Tyler turned to basketball for support, for escape, for motivation.
That fear eventually turned into kind of a digging his heels in and figuring out, hey, we're gonna fight this, and we're gonna find a way to make it through and battle. And battle he has through rounds of chemotherapy, through hosts of 5-day hospital stays, and eventually basketball practice.
He came to practice for the first time after chemo. He was playing, and he was just getting lightheaded over and over again. He'd just keep playing and playing.
After that, you'd think his teammates would take it easy defending him.
If you eased up on him, he wouldn't like it. He wants us to go hard at him, and he just works hard every day, so you got to go hard with him.
Tyler rolls with the punches in practice, the good and the bad. And his hard work rubs off on his fellow Bruins.
When you're down the stretch in the fourth quarter and you want to quit, you just think about what he's doing, and all the struggle goes away.
But Tyler's impact is reaching beyond his teammates on the court. It extends throughout the campus and around the community.
Just all around, people are nicer. People are really have a much better respect for their life and for the way they react to adversity, because he's reacted so well.
And when he's not hitting jumpers, this senior is thinking about his future.
Right now, I'm not really sure. I'm deciding between a few different colleges and what I want to do, and I'm not sure. I might try and play basketball somewhere, but I'm just kind of trying to think about my future.
While college hoops might not be in the game plan, the hardwood will always be an escape for Tyler.
Whenever I'm on the floor, it's just, you don't really think about stuff like that anymore. It just kind of goes away.
Cancer may have sapped his strength and taken his hair, but it couldn't claim his love for the game. Cameron Cramer, News Channel 3.
When you get into this coaching business, you don't ever look down the road to think that you're going to be thanked for doing anything other than just the gratification of doing what you've done.
46 years. That's how long Dave Morris has been coaching gymnastics in one form or another. He spent the last 29 coaching the Warriors at Brainerd High School. He's coached other sports, but gymnastics has always held a special place.
They're not looking for awards or rewards. They're looking to see if they can get better, faster, stronger, do things that they've never been able to do before.
It's a two-way street.
For every situation, he has some wise words and some encouragement for us.
It's fun listening to some of his stories of 30 years ago how gymnastics used to be.
With over 4 decades of experience, Coach Morris hopes his impact extends beyond the mat and into the personal lives of his athletes.
Helping them grow to be future citizens and stronger people.
At the end of the month, Morris will receive a Lifetime Service Award from the Minnesota Gymnastics Foundation, although he didn't believe the news when he first heard.
I thought it was somebody pulling a prank on me.
It was no trick. Morris has won over 80% of his dual meets with the Warriors, but success comes with a price, and Morris was quick to thank his family, fellow coaches, and the school.
A lot of time lost, a lot of shortened vacations and that kind of thing, but at the same time, these people buy into what we're doing.
Short vacations, but you can't argue with the results. Cameron Cramer, Lakeland Sports. We start the day in southern Humboldt, where more than 2,000 runners hit the pavement bright and early to take part in the Avenue of the Giants Marathon, and our camera was there to catch all the action. The only thing bigger than the parking lot at the Avenue of the Giants Marathon? The trees. And as it turned out, those redwoods were a reason for athletes to run.
Nobody has trees like this.
I've never seen trees this big, so figure it'll be fun. Get some good oxygen from them.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Just, I mean, it's the most ideal location for a run.
While many of the runners were from Humboldt, some came from far.
Portland, Oregon.
Further.
Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
And yes, even further.
I'm from Hendon in North London.
Peter Torrey made the trip across the Atlantic to run the race and has been since 2006.
I did 75 marathons worldwide, and this is probably in my top 3. I did the marathon twice, the half 3 times, and unfortunately this year, as I waited for a new hip replacement, I'm going to get round in the 10K by fair means or foul.
Hobbled by that hurt hip, Peter made his way through the course, aided by water cup and cowbell alike. They're just a few of the motivational tools designed to get residents to run, although personal fitness was high on the list.
Staying in shape and trying to get out here and do something fun. Personal goal, this is the furthest I've ever ran, and I'm just excited to cross the finish line.
I really don't like to run, but I know it's good for me and I do it for my health.
If they weren't running for themselves, participants pounded the pavement for others.
We're running in honor of Karen Maynard, who passed away not too long ago of cancer.
It's a disease that hits home for Bruce Hart.
I'm actually working on beating cancer myself now, so trying to, you know, this just hopefully gonna help me motivate myself.
And there's no better backdrop for doing so than thousands of redwoods. Just ask the Brit.
It's worth the long journey. Every year it's worth the long journey. For those of you who've never been here before, please come here, it's delightful.